Tomato basil bruschettas.
Hello everybody and welcome to Food Slide. I'm your chef Samut Pant, and today I have come to you with a very interesting recipe which has a beautiful history. So I thought before I'll make the video, I'm going to explain you a little bit about the history of this dish called bruschettas. Now bruschettas developed in Italy in the 15th century. So what is the history that is behind bruschettas? So what used to happen is the local olive growers, they used to go to the local olive presser to take out the oils from the olive, and there used to be a sort of competition among the people who used to grow, who used to cultivate olives, and they used to check whose olive oil quality has come out to be the best. A little of showbaji, I would say, right? And then how do they consume the olive oil? So what they used to do is they used to take along with them breads, and they used to grill the bread, dip their bread inside the olive oil and taste it, and then they mutually used to decide whose olive oil is of best quality. See how beautiful this culture is, you know. That is how people come together. They exchange ideas, they exchange the olive oils, they on a mutual ground they decide whose olive oil quality is the best. Now bruschetta has traveled a long way from being simple bread which is dipped in olive oil, rubbed with garlic and eaten, to something which has very fancy and new toppings, something which can be finished inside the oven if you put some cheese in it and you put it inside the oven to gratinate. So yeah, it can be served with both cooked toppings and uncooked toppings, variety of meats. A slice of parma ham kept on top of your bruschetta is just lovely. Saute mushroom with cream, cheese, put inside the oven, gratinate, it's fantastic. One of the classical bruschetta would be tomato basil bruschetta. Is something which is very common and you would see it in most of the places. Our tip that I want to give you when you make bruschetta is always try to add salt in the end. That will help your bruschettas to remain crispy and not turn soggy, because as soon as you add salt in any of the vegetables, they release water and they will make your bread soggy. So we'll go inside the kitchen now and I'll show you how bruschettas are made.
Okay, so we're in kitchen now. I'm going to quickly show you what all we're going to need to make the basic tomato basil bruschetta. I have some garlic here, some pepper, salt, basil, extra virgin olive oil, some bread and tomatoes. So the tomatoes which has to be chopped for this, we have a special technique. What you can do is you can de-seed your tomato. In this case your bruschettas will stay crispy for a longer time because you're taking out the water, and then you cut them into brunoise. I have also put a griddle on a gas, so once it heats up, I'm gonna add the bread which has to be toasted for this. Okay, my griddle has become hot now. Like I said, bruschettas were something which were, you know, when a bread was toasted on top of a griddle. So what I'm doing here is toasting my bread on top of a hot griddle. What I can also do here is drizzle a little bit of olive oil in it, so this would make it extra crispy. The bread will become more crispy and will have more flavor of the olive oil. On both sides you can drizzle some olive oil. You see it's already started to get some nice color, nice crust. So I'm toasting this bread. This is how traditionally it was also done. The bread was toasted on top of a grill and then dipped inside the olive oil and then eaten, right? That's what I told you in the beginning. But I'm showing you a little bit of a modern version of the bruschettas here, in which I'm gonna put some toppings to the bread. So in this tomatoes, I'm going to add a pinch of pepper, salt. I have chiffonade some basil and olive oil. So I'm gonna mix this real nice Okay, and my stuffing is ready for the my topping is ready for the tomato basil bruschettas. Alright, so you can see the bread has been toasted nicely. We have a beautiful color now on the bread. So the more you toast your bread, the more time you have to prevent your bruschettas from getting soggy. I have some garlic here which I'm gonna rub on top of the bruschettas. See? If your bread is really toasted nice, you can rub the garlic. It's a little hot, so okay. So you see the garlic has disappeared. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna top this up with the topping that I made for the bruschettas. Now the toppings can be endless. There can be endless toppings for your bruschettas. There can be mushroom, there can be cheese and mushroom, there can be meats, there can be vegetables. I mean your choice of vegetables, which can be cooked or raw. But something which is very classical is a tomato, garlic and basil bruschetta, which I have showed you in today's video. See how beautiful and vibrant the colors are looking. So we are ready to take it out and dish it out. So here we are, tomato basil bruschettas.